Apple Car team dissolved.
Meaning,
And 2025 launch may be in doubt, says Ming Chi Kuo. You know what that means, dissolved?
gone. Wait, they're getting rid of the Apple Car? Not happening?
The team. Tim walked in there and he said, I found it.
Oh, wow. A lot of people were
He
excited
came
about
in there
this.
and he said, I'm sick of your bull crap.
That's what Tim said?
He said, I want y'all to have a seat here.
I like Tim's voice.
Southern.
Yeah.
I want y'all
Southern twang.
to take a little seat here for a minute. We have to have a word or two for you. Remember that car that you're working on and making no progress on? You see this guy Elon over there? He won't shut up about his cars. Where's ours? I'm going to dissolve you.
Okay.
It's funny that it sounds aggressive when you say it like that.
Yeah.
But yet, if you say the team is dissolved, yeah.
No problem.
Yep. That's like, okay, we can refer to it in that way. I don't think anybody wants to be dissolved.
No. But what makes Apple make this move?
I have to assume it's difficulty maintaining,
Well, they're trying to
keeping
find
their
partners.
talent. Yeah, find partners. It's probably been a lot of failures along the way. I would assume this is difficult. This is hard. And they may want to be going a different direction. They hired a lot of high profile. They hired people from Tesla. By the way, I'm just goofing around when I'm doing the
Yeah.
thing.
I think it's obvious.
Despite recent reports that Apple was likely to announce a partnership to mass produce an Apple Car in 2025, Ming Chi Kuo says the date is in question. According to the analyst, there's currently no project team in place at Apple. The Apple Car project team has been dissolved for some time. The reorganization within the next 3 to 6 months is necessary to achieve the goal of mass production by 2025. So I don't know, man. It seems like an on and off type scenario. They take the talent and they say, go work on this other thing, whatever we can sell right now. We'll get back to the car later.
It seems like it's a project on the back burner. Just whenever you have time, go work on it.
Which I don't think it should be. The car seemed it could be huge, could be a major player. But this is things that we can never know the true. The amount of detail we would need to know as to what the apprehension would be around, and the amount of engineering and development involved, like when it comes to the self-driving stuff. And you can find Elon talking about it.
Yeah.
If you want. You can find him on podcasts. You can find him on Twitter. You can go ask him directly. You'd be like, is it hard to make one of these autonomous jobs over here? And he's like, absolutely. Extremely hard. We have the most talented staff. And it's just humans, tend to appreciate work more that they understand. And the less that they understand it, they go, perfect, magic, I'll take 2.
Right.
Don't tell me how it all goes. I'll take 2. What is it? What do we got? A bubble tea? I'll take 2. It just works. It's great. That's the beauty of being the consumer. Consumer's always in charge. You're the boss of everyone. Just buy what you want and say, I'm just glad it works. And guess what? It doesn't work. It's broken. You go right back and you say, I'm not happy anymore. Imagine the limited amount of understanding you need to have to enjoy something versus building it, in which case you need to have the most intimate understanding of it.
Yeah.
And then if you notice the things that you have tried to do yourself, you start to appreciate more. Like I'm trying to hit baseballs at 95 miles an hour.
Which is crazy.
And then all of a sudden I turn on the thing and I'm like, oh, they hit those no problem. Not only that,
professionally.
yeah, and not only that, but they have to be prepared for an off-speed pitch, and they have to do this and that, and everybody's watching, and it really matters, and they're getting paid for it, and their next contract relies on it. And it's really hot because the sun is out and the roof is off, and there's a bird in the background which is distracting them. And there's a heckler over the right-hand shoulder that says, you suck.
Or overrated. Little throwback.
Overrated. The more you understand something, the more you appreciate it. At least that's been my experience. Name something, Mo, that you've grown to understand.
A lot of pressure.
Well, Would you prefer instead?
Nope.
I don't know. I was really getting into van life stuff. I've grown to understand that community pretty well.
Here we go. You've grown to understand the van life. And in your understanding and experience and exposure, would it be true that you've also been exposed to the complexity of, like, as opposed to just the glamour of such things?
Well, actually, the complexity is what I've learned the most. How difficult it is to build a fully operating living space in such a small environment. Also an environment that moves around. It's really crazy.
You might have a greater appreciation for the downsides of the entire endeavor. Your relationship with it changes as you uncover different elements.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, Will, your turn.
What?
What's something that you... oh, I've got it already. I can help you with the climbing and the rocks. You go turn it on TV, and I saw you doing this the other day.
Yeah, what's that?
I saw you. You're watching it on TV.
Okay.
And it's competitive climbing, and they're flying up and down. And it's the craziest thing.
They do that.
And your level of appreciation is huge because you understand how hard it is.
Yeah. Just being in front of a wall and looking up and seeing that there is an obstacle there. And actually doing it, it's really tough.
You ever heard of this concept of the armchair quarterback?
Right.
Go ahead.
The person who talks about what the play, you know. Now you're making me
Why you
struggling.
Why you making me? Yeah, it's the idea of some hindsight is, well, kind of like that. Hindsight is 2020. It's like it's so easy to call the plays from the comfort of your...
Yeah, why didn't he go left instead of right?
I'm way up here eating my pizza, and I'm like, why you throw it over there? It's like, oh, I don't know, because there were a bunch of giant dudes that were about to end him, and he had to quickly get rid of the ball. I don't know. Imagine your point of view if it had have been you. This is the reason people don't want to hear. Those people could be tough to watch sporting events with. The ones who know what should have been done in those, they could also be entertaining too if they're having fun with it and they're not like serious about it. If you've ever tried to watch MMA with somebody, I would just, man, I would knock that guy.
If that was me,
Man, you don't even want to see me angry.
Right.
You don't even want to see me like that.
who is that guy? Do you
I don't
know
know.
anyone?
I don't know, but everybody knows that guy. Everybody knows that guy. And I feel like a lot of it, that's why it's important to experience things in life. Invest yourself in things. You will uncover more actual information and you will have a more balanced approach as your understanding increases. That you would say, oh, maybe it's not that easy to do some of these things, including manufacturing a somewhat autonomous electric vehicle for a company that hasn't done it before. You know, they're looking for partners in order to alleviate some of that, and in order to purchase, to acquire some experience.
Right. Well, car industry is a
And
tough
that's
one
why
to get into.
that's why experience is worth cash, man.
And there's a lot of pressure with Apple in general. You know, just their
For them to
products
do
are,
a good job. Yeah, yeah. They need to set a bar. Right.
When you're Apple, you can't just come out with
No.
a wagon.
No.
the Apple wagon.
They probably sell it. Comes with a free iPhone SE. 2022.
Yeah,
2012.
Coney.
March 15th, 2012. March 15th, 2022.
Good times.
Hey, man, it's up to you. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Apple shares fall below key level after Foxconn closes China plant amid lockdown. Shares slid 2.7% and are down about 17% off a peak hit in early January. Yeah, everybody's concerned. Concerned about the COVID hit over there in Shenzhen. Concerned about the economy. I mean, there's stuff happening in the world. Good Lord. There's stuff happening in the world, and so you can understand. Interesting photo, by the way. Yeah.
Why is the Foxconn logo so cheap?
Well, it's not cheap. It's just beat up.
Yeah.
So it's like
It's being held by tape.
it's like
Oh, maybe they just put lights around. I don't know. Those look
Oh yeah,
like those,
maybe they do look like LED strips.
They
look
do,
like
but
that.
the way they taped it on, it's
yeah, not the best look.
that's apparently a Foxconn recruitment point in Shenzhen. But I gotta be honest, I've been to these regions, Will, and it's, you know, you might have one plant, kind of a barely labeled plant, and then you would go in and they're making a few different smartphones, and it's just such a massive aspect of life in Shenzhen, smartphones, and the recruitment process from a young age all the way through. It's a whole thing, man. And so when you start talking about shutting things down over there, then you start realizing like what a hit that could be. If they now they only announced to this point, they only announced
March something.
March 20th,
Yeah.
but
With expected delays, though.
wow, what a throwback. Will bringing up this video right here. Shout out Nick as well for the super chat. Appreciate it. This is cool footage. I think
really is.
Kirk was probably holding the camera here, I would guess.
Yes.
Well done, Kirk.
And I mean, it's just some pretty cool insight into the behind the scenes aspect of smartphones. Look at the drop test going on here. Bang. I wanted to do that over and over again, by the way. Even though it hurt so good.
It's kind of exciting.
I was like, ooh. I was like, ooh.
Will it break this time, though?
Ooh. So, anyway, yeah, you don't want to. Wow, what an edit. Kirk was going wild on that one.
Yeah.
Kirk was going wild in those days. Look at the in and out privileges, the up and down. This machinery is so cool, by the way.
Yeah. Almost testing is cooler than what it's actually doing.
It's you're trying to figure out the extent to which these things can live up to daily life. I was all swollen on that trip, though. Like, I mean, I was heavy, but also swollen, you know, because it's so hot over there. I couldn't cool down.
Very stuffy.
I couldn't cool down over there. You send me to Shenzhen, I can't cool down.
You're just permanently.
The temp goes up and
swollen.
it stays up. Because I'm telling you, I was in the hotel, and that was a chiller in my spot. I had that baby cranked. Talking about the AC.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. I wake up, I'm steaming, even though I'm inside of a meat locker. It's because the heat, it stays with you. It takes a while to cool down once you ratcheted it up. It's hot over there. When were we there? What month would it be?
Was it in
I don't know. Whatever.
March?
It was hot. Whatever. It was hot.
April? Yeah, I think it was April. It was really hot.